So are you working out so much, you're eating healthy, and you're just really frustrated because you don't look like you work out?
We hear this all the time.
We hear this all the time. So welcome to Midlife Makeover. Why I don't look like I work out and you're so frustrated. If I'm being honest, this used to be me for years and years. Yeah. Yes, I was like the cardio queen. I was eating healthy. I was like, oh my God, how many apples a day can I eat? Okay. And this was a lot of our clients, and they were, just honestly very, very frustrated. Okay.
Yeah. So first of all, you are not broken. I want to start there. You're not failing. You're not broken. Your metabolism is not crap, right? Lots of women feel this way, right? They're eating healthy, they're doing their workouts, they're just not feeling like they look like it, right? So they start to think like, what's the point, right? Raise your hand in the comments if you have felt that way. Like, why am I putting all of this effort in to not see results, right? So here's the truth. I'm going to tell you two things, and I want you to write them down, write them in the comments.
It's just the truth.
Number one, you cannot out-exercise your nutrition. You can't. You can do a million workouts a week, but if your nutrition is not dialed in, you're not going to see the results. Okay. I hear that a lot from people. It's like, I eat healthy. I eat what I want, and I work out all the time. Why am I not losing weight? Right? You have to have your nutrition dialed in. And then number two, write this down. Eating healthy is not the same as eating for fat loss or eating to build muscle, right? Nerd always uses the hands, like they overlap. Like if this is eating healthy and this is eating for fat loss, like that Venn diagram.
Yes.
You remember a good Venn diagram?
I love that word.
Like 7th grade? Like they overlap, but they're different, okay? So we're gonna break this down a little bit for you.
All right, numero uno. Number one is ladies, you're not eating enough protein, okay? First of all, okay, protein affects muscle tone and fat loss, okay? If you eat protein, you are accelerating fat loss, okay? You are putting your body in fat burning mode, okay? Aim protein at every meal, not just dinner, because what happens, I know you have like girl breakfast, right? Girl lunch, right? You're like crackers, cheese, you're feeding your kids, you're making them lunches. We talked about this last week, and you are not eating anything, and then you come to dinner and you're starving. You use that witching hour, okay? So we help you target your macros, right? Your proteins, right? Aim for 100 grams of protein throughout the day, not just like a little bit of protein at night. It's not gonna do it. It's not. You can eat healthy all day long. You're not hitting your protein targets. You're not going to lose weight.
Yeah. And so many women think I think that is like the most consistent thing we hear when they like get started. They're like, wow, I thought I was eating enough protein and I was not, right? Number two, you are missing strength training, or you're just working out at the gym. You don't have a training plan for results, right? You're just working out. You're doing YouTube workouts that you find, or you're just doing this circuit at the gym, right? You don't have a plan to get there. So strength training is super important for a couple of reasons. As we get older, above 35, are you over 35?
No, I'm 21.
I'm going to be 45 next month, you guys. Anyway, so as you get older, you naturally start to lose some muscle mass. This is a natural part of aging, right? But it's not inevitable. So you have to do the strength training, and that works with the protein so that you restore that muscle mass. The other great thing about strength training is that it impacts your metabolism all day long. So if you go and do cardio, yeah, you're going to burn calories while you're doing the cardio, but it's your metabolic rate is not going to stay elevated past that. And then you're going to be super starving because you just burn all this and then you want to eat, right? At least so what you want to do instead is strength training. All right, I'm not against cardio. There's
great for your heart, your lungs.
There's a lot of benefits for it. But if your goal is to look like you work out, you need to be doing strength training, and you need to be doing it with a plan for your specific goal.
So number three is that inconsistent and the all or nothing mindset. So this is probably the biggest thing.
I think it is.
We talk to ladies all day long, and they're like, we are so good, and then I just can't keep up with it. So I did keto ones, and it worked really well, right? It didn't work really well because you stopped doing it because it's too restrictive and it doesn't work with going out to dinner with your friends or going on vacation. Whatever plan that you do, you have to be able to stick to. So that means you have to be able to navigate all the things in your life. So you're never, ever going to be perfect. So you have to face that. So what that means is you have to be able to do something that works with your life. So we don't want you to be working, like a lot of people are like, I'm working so hard, I don't see any changes, and then you quit, right? Because it's too hard. Or I'm eating chicken and broccoli and I don't see any changes, so then you quit because you can't sustain that. So there has to be a plan with balance.
Or you do see results, right? Like you do it for a little bit and you do see results, but it's not something that you can sustain. Like you were saying, the keto or whatever, like maybe you do it and you do lose 10 pounds, but then you're miserable and you go to a wedding and you're like, I want a piece of the wedding cake, which by the way, eat the cake, people. But you have to have something that you can do consistently, right? And she always says imperfect, right? Imperfect consistency. You don't have to be perfect all the time. You have to be pretty good most of the time. That's going to get you so much farther than being perfect for like 3 or 4 weeks and then giving it up altogether, right? Yeah. Okay. So I want you to write down in the comments, my body can change. It is possible for you to change your physique and build the physique that you want. You just have to make the right tweaks. Okay. So we've had many clients come to us, right? Many, I could like list off so many of them that were doing all of these things. They're eating healthy, they're working out, right? And it was just simple tweaks to their nutrition, right? Tracking, taking a look and just changing a little bit here and there, portion sizes, simple swaps, tweaking to get the results that you need, making sure you're getting enough protein, that you're hitting your targets when it comes to not just calories, but also protein, making sure you're getting enough water, which we didn't talk about earlier, but making sure you're hydrated, making sure you're doing the right workouts for what your goal is. Okay. Yeah. You have anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, I just want to say would love to drop for you guys to drop like a 1 or 2 or 3, which one hits home for you? What is your biggest struggle? 1, the protein; 2, the strength training; or 3, the all or nothing mindset. So if you're thinking, man, all 3 of these hit home, or maybe 1 or 2 hit home, if you're tired of guessing, right, and you want a step-by-step plan to actually see the results, or we will tell you exactly what to do to see results, message us, plan, and we'll see if we're a good fit to work together. Have a great day.